Hi guys, so for Christmas I got this, a QacQoc USB-C type adapter. Now I've already done a video review on the Minix USB hub that I love and I've used for a long time, so I wasn't expecting this as an actual present. It's basically a 5-in-1 combo device, no cables, it plugs straight into the USB-C port on the MacBook 12-inch or MacBook Pro. I'm going to try it out, unbox it, give it a bit of a run through and give you an idea of whether you should buy it or not. Now at the time of now doing this video, you can now see and find online many types of USB-C adapters, whether they've got Ethernet, USB ports, micro SD cards. There is an endless choice now, so it is going to come down to, I think, personal preference and I think the build quality and more importantly the reliability. Let's see what else is in the box. It's nicely presented. Okay, what's this? So we have a nice little bag to plump this in, so we'll stick that there for the moment, and a user manual which we will look at a little bit later. So you get a little pouch for it. Now the unit itself, as I mentioned before, your USB-C, you've got your pass-through, your SD card reader, your micro, and 2 USB 3 ports. So you don't have the HDMI or the Ethernet, which was on my previous one. I suppose the advantage being is that this uses just one USB-C and it should sit flush to the MacBook. So plug this straight in to my standard MacBook. It fits quite flush. I obviously did get the space grey version because somebody knew that I had a space grey MacBook and also MacBook 12. Small LED there, hopefully you can pick that up, but it seems quite nice. There is a gap here which makes it a little bit flimsy. How's that going to work in terms of connectivity? Hopefully we will not lose connection. Okay, let's plug in the first drive. It's quite a tight fit. As you can see, a gap has just emerged. Let's just bring the drive in. So that's a slight concern. Let's just see if the drive gets picked up, and it has. Now removing the drives require you to actually hold this because of the gap here. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, but the drive's been safely removed. I'm just going to go and re-add them again. And that's gone in a lot nicer and smoother. There we go. Now doing a quick copy test from the USB 3 drive to the desktop. Throughput doesn't appear to be any different to what I'm currently used to with the Neo C adapter that I currently enjoy and use. Now while the copy process is going on, I'm going to insert the SD card. And interestingly, it has to be inserted upside down, and that's appeared as well. So 3 devices, and of course if I want to I could put in power and that will keep the laptop charging and allow me to continue doing my video editing. So overall not bad. Unit itself feels warm. My only concern and gripe would be this, that's all. So my advice would be, if you do look at using this, just hold on to the unit before you take all the drives out. Otherwise you may end up pulling the drive and disconnecting from here, which could cause you issues or potential data loss, so please do bear that in mind. Now overall the unit seems to be okay. It does feel a bit flimsy, it's very lightweight, but my biggest concern, as I already have shown you, is that when the USB port is plugged in, here is a gap. And what I did do as a test was, while the drives were offline, I tried to take one of my drives out and the whole unit came away from the MacBook. So please bear that in mind. You could I guess get some sort of adhesive on here to hold it in place if you're going to keep it there long term. But I can only suggest that as time goes on, these USB-C hubs will probably improve with quality. They may even get longer, so you may have one that actually covers the whole length of the MacBook. For the cost it's okay, but I never paid for it, so I will keep it probably in its little pouch. I'm not going to get engrossed in this dongle gate. I mean, it's fine. but just take care, that's all. Certainly from a terms of data loss, I wouldn't want you to have this and find out that it causes you any sort of like data. So when you take drives out or in using the USB or even the card reader, for goodness sake, just hold on to the little hub, keep it close to the MacBook, pull it out, and you should be fine. But it's like any sort of data connectivity. If there's some sort of disturbance or there's a transfer disruption, something will give. So just bear it in mind. It's not a major issue, but obviously you wouldn't have that problem if the ports were built into the MacBook. And I think that's where some users get concerned and a little bit aggro about. At the end of the day, USB-C is here to stay. It's not just going to be on MacBooks. You're going to see it on more PCs now. In fact, one PC that I've just seen has got USB-C ports as standard. So I think the technology is going to stay. We are just probably a little bit early, but we're going to adapt it, and it will be around us for God knows how long, who knows when, but it's here. It's here to stay. So USB-C is not going away. Apple do innovate and they try and get us on this path to progress. It's just that other product vendors haven't caught up with us yet, so that's where the issue lies. Nevertheless, if you want something like that, you don't want a cable, it's a must-have. Just make sure you keep it held in tight when you're pulling USB ports out or the SD card reader. Anyway, that's it. If you've got any questions, please leave them below. If you want to give the video a thumbs up, that's always appreciated, because I like thumbs up. That's always appreciated. But more importantly, if you have any questions or concerns, let us know. I will be carrying on using this. If I do a follow-up video, it will be only because there's something that's drastically happened that's made me think, whoa, you know, don't buy this. Otherwise, we'll give it a try out. Thanks very much for watching. And as always, I will see you on the next video.